So Saad cleared PMP and we got the results yesterday.
Especially the follow up, and you followed up with me quite much. Yeah, so that was good.
Let's talk about the time management. So how did you manage time in your exam?
My first session was first section, 60 questions. They took the bulk of my time because that was, from my perspective, that was the hardest session
Hmm,
for me.
hmm,
And I had to focus, and because I just started the exam, the first few questions took, I believe the when I covered the first 10 questions, 15, 17 minutes into the session.
hmm,
So it was, and by the time I could finish 60 questions, I had already covered up 75, 80 minutes. So that
hmm,
was tough from
hmm,
my aspect. I took my 10 minutes break.
hmm.
And after that, session B and session C were pretty easy. So I finished with 10 minutes left, I believe.
What is the most important thing if I were put in the context for the PMP preparation? One thing that is most important.
So my advice to anyone who's taking it is either you do it really quickly when Amer is teaching you, you finish your mocks, you finish your PMP simulator and just give it. Otherwise, getting back on track is really tough if you leave it for 4 5 months and you just revise a little bit. So at times I had to revise the entire course again because I was forgetting it. Because if I did my last mock in August and then took it in September, I was back to square one.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else that you would like to add to the people who are gonna give exam after this?
I think I did a lot of reading on my own too,
Hmm,
which wasn't good.
hmm,
So if you're taking Amir's classes, and then for example you're feeling free, and I've seen your videos a couple of times, then I just Google search and go to a YouTube video. I recommend not doing it because then you get confused with the way people are teaching the same concept. So that
hmm,
happened to me a couple of times. I stopped doing it.
hmm,
And that is what I would suggest, that if you're sticking to a professional, just go with his classes, because then you understand the concepts in the same way, all the
hmm,
concepts.
hmm.